The other day, I was in a meeting with a group of young students, new graduates, you could say ranging from 1 year, 2 years, and even 10 years post-graduation. But you could tell that a lot of people have a bleak idea of what their future will be. And you could see that there are lots of problems that have been begging for solutions, and which is, what does the future hold for us? My name is Namdi, and today I will be talking about how to start your business from scratch if I will have to start again. And if you watch till the end, I will be providing you my number one secret. So before we get into the meat of today's message, I want you to know that as a professional, you need to understand that business is a profession and your profession is also a profession. So you get the idea. Because a lot of times people tend to confuse the fact that because I am a professional and I graduated and I have so and so degree, so business will come in naturally. You need to spend more time understanding what business is all about, and at the nitty-gritty of every business is how do you create more value for people that need your service. Gary Vee put it clearly.
Like I spoke for free for the first 13 no, actually I paid for the first one because that's how it also for 13 of the first 15 times I ever spoke, I spoke for free, including paying for my flights. It's one thing to do free work, it's another thing to do free work with heavy strategy.
So the message that Gary Vee is trying to offer is he's trying to tell you that you need to put your value up front as a new business. Because coming in as a new business, you may have to struggle with even the already existing competitors who are on ground. And the only thing that can separate you from those other competitors and render them irrelevant is if you're able to provide value upfront without expecting anything in return. For example, I decided to start this YouTube channel to be able to provide message to people who care to listen on how to succeed both in life and in business, and I'm not expecting anything in return. You could put that clearly. So let's get into the first core foundational principle of starting a business. Number one is your passion. When we say passion, we are talking about what will make you hang on in your business for longer. Because the idea of starting a business, to put it clearly, it's not easy. It's not the most fun part. But what you ultimately are able to derive happiness from is what you can do for longer. Steve Jobs also stated clearly.
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up.
So it is not something that you will start today and you will say, tomorrow I'm going to cash out. Usually it doesn't work like that. So starting a new business requires a lot of patience. And it's not a case of, let me start something small, then later on, when I get a government job, or when I want to japa or look for a greener pasture. The truth is, you can always build a successful business from anywhere in the world. And most interestingly is, if your market is in Nigeria or in London or in the United States, you can actually build your business to target anybody anywhere in the world. The second part is clear mission and vision. A clear mission and vision is not merely hanging mission statement and vision statement on the wall, but what meaning does it have in your business? Your vision is typically your roadmap, your long-term roadmap for future, and how does it influence every decision that you are going to be taking in your business? Because it's where your core foundational principle as a business will exist. For example, if you don't have a vision, then what are you planning for? What is going to sustain you? What is going to keep driving you? When we started, part of our vision was to be a leader in healthcare system, providing pain and movement solution, not just to anybody, but to everybody who is interested in our product. And we are in for long. So it's not a question of, I want to start now, then look at how it goes, then quit. it has to be something that you ultimately want to drive for longer. And your mission now is those core objectives that is able to connect with your vision, that represents what exactly and what service and what principle you want inculcated within your business environment that can easily be received in terms of service to your customers. A lot of businesses don't know what a mission is. And your mission is not just to be hung on the wall, but to be believed in, to be demonstrated in your relationship to your customer, in the way you speak to them. So starting out, in my first company, we had a clear-cut mission, and that mission was taking people off painkillers. It could be a product that you want, and your mission could be, I want everybody to be educated. So my mission for this YouTube is to have a place whereby people who are struggling with starting little things in business could easily go and get to listen to somebody who has done it before and able to pick out value in it so that they can apply and make a difference in their lives. So the third thing I want you to understand is your market. A lot of people do not bother so much about what the market says. But at the end of the day, it is your target audience that actually determines if your product is going to hit the market. And it's important that you know that. Professionals always tend to think that because I graduated and I have a certificate that cost me millions of naira or thousands of dollars, I am made. People will continue to run after me, giving me their money for them to receive service from me. Usually it's not like that. People tend to always go to who has the solution for their problem. And it is not all about creating the solution and keeping it far away, but to be able to take it to your market, because they are the people that will consume your service. And if they can consume your service in the way you want them to, then you will succeed long-term in business. So it is a very simple core principle that we need to really understand. And it's important that if you are in an environment that you are building a product, and within that environment they are interested in a blue sample, you cannot sell a white sample to them. You have to sell a blue sample to them, and all shades of blue should form your core product. Then when some other people within that environment need something white, then you can create something for them like that. Now, the fourth thing that you need to really understand is your financials. A lot of people will think that huge amounts, huge investment money, and huge capital for startups is what actually drives your success over time. But let me tell you something. It is not about how much you have to start with that will determine if you will make progress in business. It's not really money that determines it. Yes, by and large, money is important because you need money to take care of your operational costs. You need money to take care of your initial startup expenses. But the truth is, have you been able to itemize the problems that the money you need will be able to solve? So starting out, one of the core issues that I had was not money. Because if you had given me 1 million naira in 2017 when I started, it wouldn't have made any sense to me because I didn't even know what to use the money for. After taking care of the initial expenses of maybe having an office space, then I didn't know what I need money. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's all about creating good problems that you need to solve. If you do not have enough problems that you are creating that need monetary solutions for, then money will just burn through the drain. And at the end of the day, if you don't have financial responsibility, your burn rate will be so high and you will struggle to be able to take care of little expenses that comes in with business. Additionally, you have to keep improving on your skills. The essence of improving your skills is to continue to come out fresh, new, updated, acceptable, and unique in terms of whatever service or product you are providing for your audience. And it's important for you to note this aspect, that Sometimes starting out, it's not easy. People may not really know who you are. People may want to prefer who is already existing. But there's something that really has made a lot of difference, and which is being able to offer services for free. And when I mean free is offer the best part of your service for free, so that if your customers or your audience see that what you are offering for free is better than what they are paying for elsewhere, then you render your competition irrelevant. It doesn't get easier than that, and that is how it works. So you should be able to strive not to give something free and it becomes incredible, but to be able to give something free so good that your competition will be wondering how come everybody is interested in your product. We thought he was giving it for free, but obviously your free product is better than what they are paying for. Dear friends, we have talked about very important core 4 foundational principles on how you can start your business from scratch. And number 1, we talked about your passion. Your passion is very important because you ultimately need to derive happiness in whatever it is that you are building. Number 2, we talked about having a clear vision and mission. It's not just about the statements, but these are what anchors on your long-term sustainability and growth, and ultimately the guiding principle on how your business will grow for longer. And the third part is your market research, which is knowing exactly who your customers are, what your customers need, and how you can solve their problem, and most importantly, where you can find them. And the last but not the least, which is your financials. You need to have a lot of financial responsibilities. You need to have a lot of financial literacy, to the extent that you are able to manage your investment, manage your operational costs, for you to ensure and maintain good financial stability. You should constantly be improving on your skill. You should be constantly driving to grow and update yourself and give your service and your product for free. No matter how small, your customers will thank you for this. If you like this video and you want to know how you can make 2024 your best year, I want you to watch this video here. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Now stop watching, go and start building something. Thank you for your time.